Hello everyone, my name is Mary Anave Abdulsalam. I'm a Program and Impact Fellow at AREAi. It's definitely Susan. Susan is, maybe it's because we came in together as a Program and Impact Fellow. We came in the same time, the same batch, probably the same day. We just clicked right from the first day, and she's somebody that over time, from the whole 1 year I've spent here, it's a grown relationship. I think that there's so many things that we have passed, and then mischief in the sense that she always cracks me up. We talk about a lot of stuff. So yeah, she's that person. AREAi is a very cool place actually. It's a dynamic place. You see different kind of people, and then I love the Monday meetings as well as it sounds. It is what's the word now? When there's a convergence every Monday meetings, it's like we have updates from every department, and then it's just cool to hear what people are doing and how much work. You would not know how much work is being put into what goes into AREAi until you actually hear, because there's a lot of work that goes into it from different departments, and people work hand in hand. Just being able to see people working hand in hand, helping each other, trying to get tasks done, knowing how far things have been. I think it's a really cool culture. Not every organization have Monday meetings all the time. I'm not saying they are bad organizations, I'm just saying the fact that there's a regular, check up and asking how you guys doing this week. So yeah, it's a good one. I think that would be my boss, Miss Ope, DDCEF. And I pick her because it's going to be a long one. Okay, aside learning professional ethics and professional rudiments about my craft, and she being a creative, very, very, very creative person as well. Aside learning all of that, she also taught me personal communication skills that I actually lacked. And then there's so many other things that she has taught me when it comes to looking for an encompassing word. But she has been, let me put it this way, she has been more than a boss. I don't know if I can describe it as that. And then even times when you flaw, it's not you have done bad, you are terrible at this. It's always you can do this better, you can do this in this light. So there's always a room for improvement with her. And then even the way she carries herself, it takes a strong woman to do what she does. So I learned a lot. Probably she's not well, but so much from her. Yeah, so. And the other people too, JB of course, and so many other people. So yeah. Yes, of course. There's so much that, like I said earlier, if you are not in spaces like this, you will not understand how much work and how much they do behind the scene. Even before facilitation begins, or before anything, or before outreach begins, there's a lot of work that has been put in place for things like this to come out successful. And then looking at AREAi has thousands of, or should I say hundreds of testimonials from people, from people, students, and then even people in the IDP camps. You can see that there's a lot of transformation from people who don't even know how to say a word in English, being able to move on, to give 2 letters, give 3 letters. I feel like Fast Track is doing a great work when it comes to those people. And of course, if it is a continuous process, of course, yes, there's going to be growth. And then not just educational growth. When they see you, they become inspired. When they see facilitators from AREAi, they're always inspired to do more, to even help their communities. I've seen so many testimonials like that. So I feel like beyond just going to facilitate, there's a lot of changing that is happening between these young Nigerians. So yeah, it's good. I would say decent and comfortable. I would say fashion. I wear things that are very comfortable. I don't like things that keeps me that I have to check on or move all the time. So comfortable. The question is tricky, but I'll say I'm more of a thinker. I do a lot of thinking and do a lot of internal research, but it's like in my head, and I come up with a lot of ideas that I feel like over time. And then people I work with, most times it's always my idea that people probably work on. So I say a thinker. It's not like I don't do, but more of a thinker. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I would say yes. And then I would say yes because from my upbringing, like how I grew up until now, I grew up in a very conservative home, which we were not really allowed to do so much other than probably go to school, go to church, or come back home. But I've been able to do so much that I didn't even think that I would be able to go out and do. So yeah, I think I'm cool. Okay, I would say stingy, petty, and I would say loud. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, I've actually heard this from someone here, so maybe I can just, because I think like it's a general, sometimes they feel like you have pride because you don't talk, or because you don't interact most of the times with people, or maybe you don't know how to hold up a conversation with people probably that you just met, and then, so people might think it's coming from a place of pride or from a place of, I don't know, high shoulders, but it's just from a place of not being able to hold conversations or just not wanting to seem nosy or being in everybody's business. So I think that's one thing that I feel someone might have misunderstood about me being here. Yeah. I'm friendly, it's just that it's a long conversation before you know that she's actually friendly. So yeah. I think that opportunity would be, I would say just doing a lot more. I'll put it in that sense. Before coming to AREAi, I'm a creative as an individual, but when you always work like at your own pace, at your own timing, it's different from when you are told to do something at this time, it's needed at this time. So I feel like, yes, it has improved me so much in that aspect where I have to should I say work under pressure and still be able to deliver, so I feel like the opportunity I missed was actually doing more than because I felt like I couldn't, but in the long run I saw that, okay, there are actually some things you can actually do, so the missed opportunities would just be the fact that I didn't do so much. Yeah, that's it basically. I have a soft spot for old people. Because I feel like children most times, or how it is designed to be, the parents are supposed to take care of the children, of course, and then for the youth, definitely you can get a job or do something. What happens to the elderly? What happens to the old people who are not, probably their children are not around or they are being neglected? They can't walk, they can't move, they can't actually do a job that can actually pay them. I'd love to be able to maybe generate funds for them and then just meet them at just being able to relieve them of some of their stress. So I feel for old people, something designated for the older or senior citizens in Nigeria. I don't know about retiring in the entire meaning of the word, but of course there'll be a time where you have to look back on all the things you've done, and but for the kind of things I want to do, all the things I have planned for myself in the nearest future, it is not really something it's something I probably keep doing for a long time, even though, yes, you might probably hire people to do when you're older, but yeah, it's a long time thing. So yeah, I don't know at what age I'll be retiring, so yeah. I'll just say leave or a day holiday for ladies who are in their menstrual cycle. I feel like people might not really understand the entire, when we say menstrual pain, people might be like, probably you're exaggerating or something, but you know, it will mean something, it will mean the world if there's actually something like that, and then people can take breaks for probably a day or two when they are on their menstrual cycle, just to refresh, regain, and then imagine being in pain and walking and taking pain. So it's like, I just wish there was something like that. It would make a lot of sense. Okay, coming here, I thought my work would just be to facilitate, go to those classrooms and teach. But coming here, I began to integrate myself into the comms department, and it's been very educative. The thing that surprised me the most is the fact that I did not believe, what should I say now? I think I probably surpassed what I felt like I could actually do there. You know, at first, coming here, I just felt like, okay, maybe just pictures or maybe just a very short clip. But then I find myself making videos that is just, it's just something that really surprised me. And then it is out of what I do initially, so it just opened my eyes to the fact that you can, dip your hands into other style of this thing. So yeah, that was what surprised me the most, actually. Okay, I have so much in mind to do. I feel like this 1 year I spent with AREAi is like a breaking out of my shell that I used to have. And then there's so much more that I have learned here that I feel like, or there's so much moments that I've shared here that have made me feel like you can actually do more than you think that you can do, like I said earlier. And then, first of all, I am a photographer and a videographer, so of course I will still be forging into that career path. And I'll be going into learning more. I want to go into film production. That is a long-term goal though, but for short-term, just keep doing what I'm doing, making videos, taking good pictures that resonate with me. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll say just keep low, not keep your head low, because sometimes when you keep your head low, it begins to feel like you are dumb. Yeah, not necessarily keep your head low, but keep your head low in the sense that there's so much to learn, there's so much to be open to. And then definitely as a couple, you're young, there are so many opportunities out there for you, but if you're not open to absorbing all of those things, there's so many things you can learn here. Aside just going to teach, which corpers do normally, or aside like maybe myself being integrated in comm, aside all of that, there's so many things you can learn. Communication skills, you can learn project management, you can learn, employee-worker relationships. So all those things are things that propel you to where you're going to. You might not stay here, you might go out to do other things. You will definitely work somewhere else, or even work for yourself. So there's so many other skills that you can learn that can actually propel you in the right direction to be successful at whatever you do. So my advice is be open to things and just learn. Yeah, that's it. Okay, my experience has been educative. My experience has been productive. It has been insightful. It is one experience that honestly was not looking forward to when applying for NYSC, but you have your plan, God has his plans, and then everything just aligns. You don't even know how the next thing you just see yourself. So my 1 year here has been, I don't know, I just strongly believe that God has a reason why I came here, and then I've seen it, I have felt everything, and it's just amazing being here. So my experience has been wonderful, very wonderful. Thank you. Bye.